banking. So what I do is I pull people through the program. I actually build their business credit profile, something that nobody thinks about.
Oh, I understand pretty good.
So we build out their business credit profile. We get them to an 80 Paydex score on their Experian report and their Equifax report. We also build out their SBSS score, which is how all banks rate you. We get them over a 142, which is what the minimum of the SBA is. It's just the algorithm that banks use to say, hey, we want to give you money. Yes or no, whether it's in your personal name or you're personally guaranteeing it.
So you can talk banks into giving me some pay?
I just had a long conversation today with Level 1 Bank about coming in and working with minority organizations and businesses that I work with and start giving them money. And they're like, we'll give them anything under $1 million. That's a lot of cash, especially for your average small business here in Michigan, when most businesses in Michigan only need about $50,000 to stay alive.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask a question? When you talk about business credit, so for a person who is starting a business, their own business, what's the difference between, does it use their own personal credit score towards the business score, or is your business score something totally different?
It is totally different. That is a separate scoring system. That's the thing, that's the beautiful part about it, is that you got a person that looks like you, talks like you, that understands how they talk. So what I do is I separate the two. I say, okay, you got bad credit. We have to fix that. So in my program, we also optimize your credit. We don't repair credit. We just optimize it, get it up to a good score. But what we do is, the most important part is that when you start a business, you are issued a failing credit score under your EIN. So every bank, every entity that starts up has said, hey, they're failing. The problem with our entities in our community is that we'll be open for 5, 6, 7 years and still have a failing score.
Yeah, my scores was terrible when I started.
You know, it's not, I mean, not even.
They told me they had some money, and I just said, well, all right then.
And that's the thing. Is so I break down everything for you. I make sure first thing we do is work on your credibility. You know, we got to make sure that you're out there on the internet the right way, making sure that everything's congruent. So once the information is congruent, no bank can stop me at that point.
What caused you to start a company such as yours?
Like I said, I was in banking for 18 years. So 18 years in banking, you see why people are denied. The most important thing is when you go into the bank never tells you why you've been denied. They'll tell you 100 ways from Sunday that unfortunately you don't meet guidelines, and you're looking like, I don't know what the guidelines are. Mm-hmm. So this gives me the opportunity to give people the cheat sheet. And a really close friend here in Detroit, he actually made me quit my job in corporate America. He was working on me for 2 years.
That's a good friend.
He was like, look, for 2 years, he's like, get out of corporate America. Please get out of corporate America. You need to bring this knowledge that you have to people, because I was helping him, you know, for free.
You know, it's funny that you said that my nephew, my brother's youngest child, who we never got to see, he was an investment banker. Mm-hmm. On Wall Street, and he just quit and opened his mortgage company. Okay. And it was like pulling teeth, getting him to understand that he could do business for himself. Some people just, they just think that them other folks do it better.
No, man, the money's good. It's hard to leave that money. That money's good. Issue. It's not even a security issue. That money's good.
Well, you know what, David? I'm sorry that we brought you in crunch time. We're going to have to bring you back, because you are filled with information that all my people need to hear about. So in the meantime, I need you to let my people know how they can get in touch with you.
I'm all over the internet, so you can just go to @thecreditiq at anything, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me on there. You can reach out to me at creditgenius@thecreditiq.com, and I will be more than happy to walk you through the process, talk to you about your particular entity, and lay out a landscape and a plan as to how we can get you funding.
All right. Thank you so much, David. And David was a last-minute key in, man. Thank you for joining us.
A great way to close.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Thank you, Naomi. What was you going to say, Glenn?
Nobody knows that we're not a minority in America. I mean, I don't know anybody that has that information.
I'm going to be honest. I had a 10-minute conversation with this brother, and I was like, just please, come on tonight. I got a lot of guests, man. I can squeeze you in the last part, so just come on, please. And here he is. Thank you for coming.
The business credit score and your personal credit score was two different.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So we're going to have you see, David, it's an overwhelming demand already. We're going to have you back on the show.
I done messed up.
Whenever you guys are ready, I'll be there.
Wow. Thank you, Deez. Diesel, for dropping in on us, brother. We appreciate
See
you.
Diesel, August 23rd through the 25th.
That's right.
401 Broadway.
That's right.
In the play, Dear Future Husband. Come on and holler at us.
Come on out, and thank you, David, for checking in. And y'all, this is another show down. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you, Stephanie Jeter. Thank you, Yvonne Stevenson, my girl off the Dorsey commercial, guys. Yes, it's been a wonderful show. I enjoyed y'all, and come back again next week, same time, same place, 7 o'clock Friday night. Download that app, Vent Radio, and I'm out. Mwah. Thank you, guys. I want to get a couple pictures. I didn't get any pictures with Stephanie and them before they